Hi there, welcome to the Mountain of God. My name is Camille. Today is 7th of May 2021. Welcome to video number 17. Today I want to talk about kind of short thing. It's not going to be a long video, but I want to talk about predestination, or kind of understanding where is the barrier in between your free will that was given to you and God's plan that is just going to happen. Because I feel that some of us, we're having issues with understanding where are the boundaries, how are we supposed to act to not overstep, or how far should I go with, trying to be smart as a human being, as a person, and kind of pursue my dreams and the things that I really think and feel that I'm supposed to pursue. So first thing that we have to say, there is a general plan. And as I said in previous two videos mainly, is that there are kind of two plans, because one is for this whole spiritual realm. This is the plan that we probably for quite some time we're not going to be able to understand in its entirety, because it's a plan for a spiritual realm. We don't even understand the spiritual realm in the first place, so this plan might be kind of out of our reach. But there's a second plan, which is part of the bigger plan, which is laid out quite extensively in Bible, and it tells us exactly what is the part that we're gonna play as a creation of God, as a kids of God, in this whole story, because both of these stories will end at the same time, having very heavy impact on each other. But now, having this understanding that there's a bigger plan, some people take it to one extreme and say, you just have to do what you've told, and just, there's a plan for you, and you will have to do exactly as it says, and nothing more. And the other spectrum is, or the other group of people will say, no, you have to take control of everything, and prepare this whole earth for his coming, because this thing has to be prepared before he'll come. And there are two extremes that will basically put you in a position that you don't really know what to do. But how I like to look at it, that will make this whole thing easy to understand and easy to apply, is like imagine a situation that you just bought an apartment and you want to rearrange how it looks like. And if you ever did that, you know that there are just like a major walls in a building that you will never be able to move. If you do, this whole building may collapse. But there are walls in that apartment that if you think, what if we would make a door over here, not over there? And you can just move it. Or you can just basically put a wall somewhere to make, two rooms out of one, or the other way around. Maybe you want to have a huge dining room with access to the kitchen without walls. You can just demolish the wall because it's not the major one. You see, this is exactly the same here. There's a long story. It started long ago, and we don't really know how long it's going to take for it to end. But there's like a timeline, and there's a major point in this story that they're just going to happen. No matter what you're gonna do, they're going to happen. That's why the prophecies are so amazing and so important to hear, to see, that no matter what we try, no matter what Lucifer tried to do to kill Jesus, to or try to kill the children in Israel, to not allow this child to be born, nothing will work. Why? Because God has a plan, and he will make sure that it's going to play out exactly as he wanted to play out. But as with this thin walls that you can move. The same thing is with you. If you would not have a free will, you would basically be a robot. And what kind of story would that be if we would just do what we were told without questioning anything? There'll be there's nothing there. There's no relationship if you cannot do what you feel that you're supposed to do or want to do, because you have to do what you're told. This is jail. It has nothing to do with giving you possibility to live and enjoy your life, this relationship, because the only way you can do it is out of your free will. And that's why when I see or hear people that are saying, no, I'm not going to decide anything because I want the will of God to happen, I get it. But you've got to understand one thing. God put us in this whole story and called us his children. Put his talents in you, his gifts, his dreams, his this creative element that puts you and pushes you towards moving forward, pursuing new things, to create, to kind of leave something behind which will have your own, like a fingerprint on it. Because no one else is going to do those things as you do. So that's why looking at him as someone who's really got this whole thing under control and never losing it, I would say, why would you be afraid to ask or to do what you feel? Because look at this whole thing from his perspective. You've got a bunch of kids that you put so much creativity in, because this is the reflection of you, because you are creative. So that's why you want them to run around and experience what does it mean to live, what does it mean that I've got talents, that I've got some visions or dreams about my life and about what I want to do, how I want to help people, how I want to do this or that. This is exactly what you want. So, from our perspective, we're supposed to experience and enjoy life as much as we can. But if you say, but what about God's will? You see, that's why you've got a Holy Spirit in you. If you're going to try to overstep, if you're going to try to do something which is wrong, which you don't understand, which will go against what he wants to do, he'll tell you. But that's why you have to have a relationship with him. Because many people are afraid of doing something that they want because they are afraid that it's out of their own, out of their own lack of understanding of his plan, or because they feel that it's going to be out of their flesh, not from their spirit. But that's the whole point. Because when you have a relationship with God, when you're in touch with him, when you talk with him day to day, and you really hear what he has to say about it, he'll tell you. And then you don't have to be afraid of making a step in the wrong direction, because he'll tell you, I wouldn't do that, it makes no sense. Even if you really push, and if you're stubborn, he has his ways to show you that is a wrong way, or he'll just allow you to do something and then reap the consequence. And then he'll say, listen, I told you, why would you be a stubborn kid and do what I'm telling you that it's going to blow up in your face? And that's the process of you being a child. That's the process of you basically experiencing how far you can go. And that's how you grow. Because then you meet him face to face. Then you see what is his mindset? How does he think? How does he feel? What are the things that I'm supposed to do? What are the things that I want to do but are bad for me? And then you can talk, but Dad, I want this. But he'll say, no, but understand that if you do this, A, B, C, it'll come back to you and it's going to hurt you or hurt someone else. That's how you learn. That's when you've got your own child. You want them to explore. You want them to see things. You want them to experience life and then tell you about it. Because that's a great baseline to build relationship. Because it's customed. Every relationship with every child is going to be different because of different experience, different dreams, different decisions, different fears. That's the whole point. So listen, this is what I want you to take from this video. As simple as it sounds, don't be afraid to overstep God's will. But first, make sure that you're really in touch with Him. Spend as much time as you can to basically talk to Him. Give Him a chance to comment on your dreams, on the things that you want to pursue. And then you'll know that you cannot make mistake if you listen to what He's saying. But beside that, you can explore, experience, and enjoy life. And by that, become a better human, better person, better son, better husband, better daughter, better grandmother, and especially better spiritual child of God, that it's using every step and every experience to become more and more prepared to calling that you've been chosen to fulfill. So think about it and do something about it. Because there's no predestination really. There's just your relationship with God and your process of becoming better human, better child, by basically enjoying what was given to you. Think about it. If you liked this video, like, share, comment. If you didn't, comment as well. Tell me what you think and what is your experience. And if there's anything you want me to talk about, just give me a shout. I'll be glad to talk about it. That being said, see you tomorrow.